Greetings. So, I actually recorded 2 days ago on the 10th of March, but I wasn't sure. I think the videos got divided into two, and I didn't want to have low memory on my phone. But, yeah. So, I'm going to record today, and I'm going to see if, I was supposed to do this next week, take out these beets and then plant everything else, but the climate is a bit funky. I'm not sure if it's gonna rain or be bright next week, but I'm pretty excited to just probably get a lot of this done. Yeah, so I can say that spring break officially started for me because I don't have physical school at CSUN, but I still have I still go to SMC, and there's a lot of stuff to do. Anyways, though, enough with the introduction. Just wanted to show at least what I got. Ooh, wow, grown. Yeah, I'm just gonna harvest these now. Look at that, dang. So let's just pull these out. I know a lot of them are small. That's because they are grown pretty close to each other, unfortunately. But I don't know. I get into these grad programs. Oops. Let me move these out of the way. It's been almost 4 months. And I have to say, though, it's best to kind of put these, separate these, because I sure didn't do that. You can see that a lot of the roots are just small because they're competing for nutrients. Look at that. And I know I'm not a big fan of what's it called? These Swiss chard. What the? Look at! I didn't even know this was growing. Okay. I don't know if this was because why it shot up is because it was competing. Maybe it might have been for sunlight, but it also could be for because it's competing, or maybe I don't know. The climate has gotten warmer, so that could be another reason. Like the tiny ones. Yeah. Oh gosh. Attack of the ants. Alright, now let's move this out of the way. Yeah, I do not, I'm not a fan of ants trying to crawl all over. I say I'm a had a little bit of a scary experience with them. You can see the grass, weeds, and whatnot. Out the way. Okay. Alright, so I got harvested those, took them out. I just gotta remove all the extra stuff, like this tomato plant. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with that, but yeah. I know these are the dark ants, but I am a little, I know they still have mouths, so I do not want to be bothered and have them bite me. You know, it's always better safe than sorry. Okay, now I'm just gonna put that over here. Let's take all the weeds out. Well, not the weeds, but the plants. Extra plants. You know, despite having more units, I actually kind of feel a little bit more, well, they're about this, just a little bit about the same. I think, yeah, in terms of workload, there's one class I took last semester, it was pretty busy, pretty busy. I think we had, oh yeah, we met twice a week. No, it wasn't that class, sorry, it was my photography class. We had assignments due just about every week. So as you could imagine, having to go out and then shoot your pictures can be time consuming, along with editing it, reformatting it, renaming it. And I think that's one of the things, but it was still a fairly easy class. We still had criticism. Yeah. Okay, I know this soil has to, I have to add some fertilizer to it. Just to make sure that it has an adequate amount of nutrients, because I know that all these other beets and stuff has been competing for a while, so they don't, the nutrients are kind of sucked out of it. Yes. And give me one moment, because I want to make sure that the microphone is off for my camera. Okay, thankfully it is off, so I'm not wasting batteries. But yeah, so I think this is somewhat good enough. I'll be a little bit careful though. Oops. Yeah, it's been about like 3.5 months since I planted these. It's cool though, because I usually really do a lot of this stuff, or back in the summertime I used to record on a Friday. I think I've actually started planting this on a Wednesday, Thursday, and I think I primarily recorded on like a Thursday/Friday. So yeah, next month will mark a year since I've actually started doing this. Okay. Now before anything else, let me see if I have the fertilizer. I'm so sorry. It's not pleasant to show on camera. Plants, okay, that's plants. I think a lot of these are plant food. It's containing mix. I'm just still gonna add some anyway. Yeah, it's just it's a pot one container. I got a really small one. I thought this was a whole container mix. I didn't know. Otherwise, but it's alright. Oh yeah, this will be fun. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not touching that. This has a pretty funky smell to it. My apologies for my mundane voice. I usually sound more exciting, or I'd probably stack a hole through this thing. Ooh. Have to put tape that up. What do you say? Yeah, this, I didn't know it, but in retrospect, in terms of, I guess, using fertilizer, a lot of it is, animal waste, animal bones, and whatnot. And I didn't know that about this, but in retrospect, I think all the soil, pretty much all the soil we have, regardless of whether the animal was used for meat or just it died on its own, has just kind of fossil-like things to it. So I don't really see too much of a problem having, I guess, dead animals in the soil, because I'm sure every trace has just dead animals in it, whether that's new or old. Alright, I think this is good enough. Okay, so I'm adding more soil right now. I'm just spreading it out. Let's break this up a little bit. There was a place that we used to live, I think when I was between 10 and 12. I lived there for about 2 years, and they had this little gated area that was a garden. And the sad thing is they had, I think, a lot of citrus. They had citrus tree. I think they even had like a nectarine tree. But they always had it covered up. So you couldn't really do anything there. And I just always remember being passionate about gardening for a while, and it was really frustrating. I think I said this before, but those kids, I'm not even mad about it now. Because I planted like some watermelon seeds and they kind of messed with it. But it's on them. But what was a little bit frustrating was how I think one person who lived there, they got upset that I planted some seeds that I got from a birthday party. And it's just, I hope they learned their lesson, because they don't work there anymore. But I think when they saw my mom, they acknowledged that, oh yeah, the kids shouldn't have done that when she was kind of a problem too. Yeah. But it is what it is. Alright, so I think, I think that's good enough. Now let me get the seeds and decide what's going to be planted where. So last year I planted, I kind of wasn't listening. I just kind of did whatever. So I learned the hard way. Those maybe. So what I acknowledge is that corn and sunflowers are good to plant with squash. So what I'm gonna do is plant some zucchini. I think zucchini can be on its own, but I'm not planting everything in here again. That was just a mistake on my behalf. But this is a maybe. I bought some smaller. Oh, there it is. This one I like. I'm gonna probably plant 3 of these seeds. A 12-inch hill. 10 to 3. 4 seedlings per hill. How about this? I think I'm starting to get probably a better understanding of what I should do. I should probably take these out to the front because I have some seeds. Because what I did last year was plant stuff in those, but obviously right now I'm just kind of, that takes a lot more work and energy, which I kind of don't have right now. So I think what I will do is probably just grab the containers from the front that I just cleared out, bring them back here, and then start to fill them up. So I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay, so I got the stuff from the front. I just want to make sure that the stuff sprouts first before I go ahead and make some grand decisions here. So I have 6, 12, 16, 20. So here's these. It's a little different, but the stuff that I plan on planting. These I may or may not plant these, but I may plant them over here if I do. This is probably, I am going to plant them. Sunflowers, there's no guarantee that all of these will grow. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm probably want to get a lot of these going, or a lot of these growing. plants. And then I have sunflowers. Sunflowers, they tend to move a lot. So I'm gonna grow them alongside the pumpkins. Or watermelon, but no, I'm gonna grow pumpkins. So is March. The good thing about pumpkins is that they have a long shelf life. So you can pretty much have them for up to like 6 to 9 months of growing, of just being there. Butternut squash. Yeah, I love butternut squash. So you know what? Let me pause. Well, probably have to redo this, but I'm going to do a little research right now and see if these two were best to be planted together, because I know these two are not a good match. Also the cucumber, so I pretty much planted everything here, and the only thing that actually grew what I was able to harvest from was the zucchini. And but you live and you learn, so I just want to make sure that I'm not doing the same mistake again.